In the top right of the map, here on Habitation Station, is our red Zerg, who took the first game rather handily. ViperMusashi.
And on the top left, losing game one, down 0-1 in the series. We need to bring this one back, tie it up for the best of three. It is Shmeeggeggy from Dolos.
Let's see here. This map, always known for its golds. A lot of players like to rush for that. A little bit risky, though, just because of how far it spreads your main and natural apart. Very powerful in this particular matchup if you can manage to take it, though.
Lings all day long.
Both players actually looking to go for, I guess, the traditional 14-14 play. See whether it's hatch first or spawning pool first. Won't really matter either way, though, as they should end up in about the same place unless Shmeeggeggy goes again for a very aggressive play. Like I said before, I mean, that may be what he's accustomed to, but Viper is used to running into it, because that's what he faces from Omi.
Right. Viper choosing pool. Shmee choosing hatchery. Looks like they switched positions from the last game.
That they have. We'll see how well Viper plays from this position. I don't think we've seen him do this too much. Could be something he's been working on, though. Just be excited to see how it comes out.
Yep, going for one gas. Gonna want quick speed.
So, judging from what I remember about this map, it is a very good map for a lot of ling pressure. I think this is where Life did that thing where if the Protoss player gateway expands, you can just flood him with lings and kill him. Just because of the timing of everything.
Interesting. I'm not sure I saw that game.
Yeah, it was in the daily. I should point to you later. It's pretty interesting to watch.
Okay.
But this is interesting because I don't know how much that applies in this particular matchup. We'll see. So now Viper is in fact going for the just slightly later hatchery. This gives his opponent a little bit of economic power against him. He's going to want to build some links to at least distract him, if not necessarily put on full pressure. But let's see here. He's only going to have the 2 a little earlier, so the army advantage is going to be small, but he is grabbing a very early speed. And he's continuing to mine gas, so it looks like he's considering going into Banelings from here. Maybe Roaches.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's putting 2 of them away. Okay, so he's grabbed most of the gas that he actually wants, leaves the 1 in there. Well, let's see where that goes. Evolution Chamber from Shmeeggeggy. Interesting. Attempt at getting an early upgrade, maybe?
It's possible.
Or quasi-wall off, actually, maybe.
One carapace, Ling versus Ling, can change quite a bit.
It's true. Just like against Banelings, it does adjust the number of times they need to be hit before they can die.
Right.
And yeah, looks like Shmeeggeggy is actually just setting up kind of a choke point for himself to operate in, as his opponent now goes for Banelings.
Little SimCity, probably going to need that. Viper moving out across the map, going to group his Lings up. Some harassment here. Not sure if this is going to do too well since the Spine Crawler is nearly finished.
He's going to grab the Queen, and that's actually a pretty solid pick-off.
Ooh, the Queen! Stop attacking!
Building Spine Crawler as well. Whoa, speed's done. Speedlings are now in the base and just going to town on this place, and unfortunately, he's kind of split his Lings up for whatever reason. There you go. Now he's going to go for the attack, kind of get decent positioning against that Spine Crawler. He's going to kill the remainder of the drones that have been hanging out here, putting his opponent a little bit behind.
Morphing Banelings in the base.
Ooh, so this is extremely scary for Shmeeggeggy, especially if he's not actually paying attention to the corner. He's got this one Baneling up here, which is kind of getting shot down, but even as that's canceled just barely, there's one more Baneling right there, and that's just going to come right out there. And it's a bunch of... Oh, he canceled the other
Canceled one, yep.
Oh. Anyway, more Speedlings flooding into the base, barely anything to defend. His own speed not present, I don't believe. But,
I think he canceled it, actually.
2 more Banelings morphing on the ramp, trying to get in there to do something about that, but the other Lings are helping to defend them fairly well. And bammo! There goes all of Shmeeggeggy's Lings. And now ViperMusashi is just going to get to work on this hatchery down here, and I'm afraid to say this, but this is looking very, very scary for our green Zerg right now. We very well could have a very quick 2-0.
Yeah, 12 more lings on the way for Viper. He's just going to flood this base. I don't think Shmee can do much to come back from that. 2 spine crawlers coming up, but they're just not many drones left now.
He's been pushed down to 12. He's lost his hatchery, so he's lost his production and a lot of his production and his economy. But I think what he needs at this point is some kind of miracle composition play. Something like, or even just getting his opponent with this, just, you know, in a wave of droning or something like that. The thing is, Viper still kind of has an army. So he can't just counterattack across the map. He's going to try right now, but it's going to be pretty rough.
Army supply.
Is probably going to do it.
Army supply and resources lost heavily in favor of Viper. They're just going to continue to surround each of these roaches one by one as they come out.
And here comes some more banelings getting ready at the ramp. As another flood of lings goes into the green base. Finds another roach, ignores it, and goes after the workers. And now the spine crawlers. I don't know if he actually even has enough really to defend against this. I mean, even though he's getting all these roaches out... Oh yeah, he does, never mind. The roaches adding more than enough firepower to kill off the lings.
I don't know, he's just kind of hanging on here by a thread. 2 more banelings morphing in the back of his base, I think.
At this point, I think Viper's just doing that for the kind of... for like the show value, just the style value. He's not really... At this point, everything he kills is something that Shmeeggeggy really can't replace too great. Even now he's pouring more money into the roaches, which is, you know, it's giving him a little bit of a beefy army, but back home we can see more circlings being built. He's going up into a roach warren of his own. Okay, so maybe this match is not quite done yet. If he can get some decent damage done with this, then maybe he can climb back into it. Unfortunately, this ball of lings flying across the map, man.
Still looking pretty grim for Green Zerg here. I think this next push is probably going to finish it. Going to surround all these roaches. This is all Shmee has.
He's trying to. Looks like he's just going to go straight up into the base, though. Which I think is actually a fairly decent response, all things considered, because he knows there can't be really anything to defend here. Queen just finished. Lings are immediately going to go for that and Spine Crawler. And Shmeeggeggy just GG's because he can't do both. Can't defend and attack.